K Pulpit 729 AM, not FM. Yeah, there's a difference there. It's a different wave. We are on AM or MW. Yeah, it's a medium wave, and yeah, that's where you find us. Radio K Pulpit is largely in the Western Cape, but you know how we get extended by technology. You can listen to us from anywhere in the world. You just download the app, Radio K Pulpit, and you can find us anywhere in the world. In fact, if you've got a cousin who's in Australia, in Austria, right now, you just go there, tell them to go into the App Store and download the app, and then they will be able to hear this radio show right now. And also on our website, that is www.kpulpit.co.za. You can get to listen to us live there as well. Yeah, on our website, you can see all the beautiful projects that we get involved with. And as I'll be speaking to YENA KHUBONI just right now via Zoom, you can watch that interview live on Facebook. In fact, I'm live on Facebook right now as we speak. So you can find us on that level as well. So, but now it's time to introduce Miss YENA Ipelelihle KHUBONI. Ngiyakhaya ngithi ipelelihle yabona ngiyazibiza. Are you well?
I'm well, Kevin. Good evening to you and good evening to the listeners.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's great to have you here again. And I thank God that, you keep coming back because, like you said, the issue of wealth creation is actually in the will of God. That is, people must, not struggle. It's because we lack knowledge that we perish. Our perishing is directly linked to us lacking knowledge. So, but you are here with MAISHA Financial Services to give us the knowledge in terms of finances, in terms of money, in terms of how we create wealth. So we are really honored to have you here. What are we talking about today in this journey of wealth creation?
So today I want us to close the month of January and set the tone for February.
Yeah.
And as you rightly said, it is godly that we have money because God uses humans, and He will use us as conduits to that. So when given has the wealth, you can actually do what God wants and feed actually the hungry, because that needs money, and clothe the people because that also needs money. So as we close this month, we're focusing on making sure that we are setting the tone. What did we do wrong? How do we plan? But I want to also set the tone for next month. What we're looking at will be everything, relationships and money. So whether you're single, whether you're dating and not married yet, whether you're engaged, whether you're married, whether you're divorced, how do you deal with that? And whether you're in business and you're not alone in that business, you have a business partner in that relationship, how do we navigate the finances? So we're looking at all type of love and relationships and money. But at the top of that, as we wrap up also this month, where we're looking at plans, what we let go, where do we start? I wanted just to say, in terms of the journey, given to get where we're at, our wealth journey, because we are doing a wealth journey, is that you need. One of the things that I want to use an example is when you want to go to a destination, you want directions. When you're on Google Maps or Waze, whatever system that you use, you point the destination, but it will never give you directions unless you tell the app where you're at. So it's important to know where you are currently for you to be able to get that. So as we are in this wealth journey, we need to also assess. The last thing we need to do this month as we launch and go forward to reaching our financial freedom, our financial goals, and building that wealth is knowing where we're at. And that's also where then the accountability and the financial advisors came. So I want us to just to focus where am I currently? And at the top of the list of doing that, given, is the boring B word: budget.
Oh yes.
I know it seems cliche, and the thing is that it's easy stuff. We've done it before, but the thing is, it's the easy stuff that are easy not to do, but it's the most important to do. It's
Mm.
foundations.
Mm.
So yes, on there we need to do a budget. So for you to know where you at, and so that you can get directions with and have the financial advisors, have the financial coaches, have the wealth managers help you through this journey. They also need to know where you at. One of the first things that we do in this journey is to assess with your financial needs analysis, where are you now? So we know where we're starting and going, similarly to when you go put your destination on Google Maps. So
Mm.
how do we do that? The budgeting. We look at the template, simple. We first look at income. So I
Yes.
want the listeners today, as the last week of January, last day of January, before we start launching into this journey, check your income. So how much are you having per month? How much are you earning? And I know one of the things that we've spoken about and many people have learned is that we need to diversify our income and have different streams of income. But I want you to look at something slightly deeper on that. As when you've got your income and you've said, okay, I've got income 1, 2, 3, and however many streams that you also just segregate them to say which of these are passive income and which of these are active income. So just as a simple definition, active income means I need to actively be there.
Mm.
I bake cakes and I am the actual baker.
Yeah.
So if I don't bake, I can't sell the cakes. So
Mm.
that is my active income. I have a salary, so I need to go to work. If I don't go to work, I don't get paid. So that is active income.
Yeah.
And then you segregate it to your passive income. Passive income is loosely known as earning money in your sleep.
Mm.
But in the true sense of the word, there's no such thing as earning money in your sleep,
Yeah.
because something also you need to get something. So, for example, I have properties. I don't actively need to go there every month, but
Mm.
obviously I need to monitor those, because even if I have an agent or a management agent, I still need to sit down and get feedback from those people. So it still costs me something, but at least it doesn't. I don't have to actively every single day be there. So
Yeah.
those such things that you can earn money without you physically being there. So
Mm.
you look at this type of income. So the idea when you're creating wealth, one of the things that people who are wealthy or the those have become wealthy way before us have not told us that what you're trying to do, that yes, diversify the income and have 5 income streams or 7 income streams.
Yeah.
But you need to where we're trying to get to is that we have more passive income streams
Oh
than the
yes.
active income stream. So
Mm.
it's good that I can bake and I am employed and that maybe I sing. But if I'm not singing, I can't invoice. If I'm the actual baker, if
Oh
I'm not
yes.
baking,
Oh
I
yes.
can't
Yeah.
invoice. So
Mm.
all of those are different income streams, but they're all active.
Yeah.
So we need to try to have that is as we diversify our income streams, make sure that we also prioritize income streams that are passive. And
Yeah.
none of the passive income streams usually become passive from the onset. So when you start, you say, okay, I am the one that's baking right now, but I have the vision that it's going to be a bakery. I have many bakers in my bakery. So starting as an active income stream,
Yeah.
but it's going to be passive. So
Mm.
I will urge the listeners that we try and look at when we diversify our income streams, let's focus on income streams that can be passive in the future, even though they're not passive now.
Yeah.
So that's one important thing to getting to building wealth. Then
Mm.
another thing is that which we all hate, and it's tough because it needs us looking into ourselves and
Yeah.
then also looking at our past, more usually shameful decisions. This is where you are with your debt. So we need to learn where you're at, because we have these visions that I want to be a billionaire, I want to be a multi-millionaire, I want to be top 4 on the Forbes list. But the thing is, for you to get there, you need to be cleared out of debt. And it's
Yeah.
not good enough to understand our debts from the point of view where it's the minimum payments every month. We need to know that I have debts that is 5 debts, creditors, and out of these creditors, the cumulative of 2.3 million
Mm.
242 cents.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah.
to know where you're at, because before you become to get your billionaire state, this 2,432,000 needs to be settled out.
Mm. Mm.
So you look at your debt and when I say debt, the debt that you owe your sister, your mom, your aunt, your siblings, your overdraft, your clothing, every single thing. Write it down so you can see it and you know the exact amount.
Yeah.
The other thing that people don't see as important when you journeying this is to find out right now, where am I in savings and investments. We've spoken about the importance of saving, of investments, but some people have many savings accounts or different various of savings accounts. They have investment accounts, but they don't know what's happening. Are you even getting interest? How much interest are you getting? Yes, you put away money. That's great. There's a start, but you need to sit down and say, what are the balances? And then also go back. I want you, every listener, to go back and evaluate. I have this type of savings account. Why did I take it? Does it still make sense?
Yeah.
In the balance, where does it look at? And then you look also at your investments. And when I start with savings, I think at the top of the list, I want to highly encourage emergency funds, because emergency funds fall under your savings, and you can look at the various tax fees for that. And if I could put a priority list given as far as your financial planning and freedom is concerned, I would say top of the list starts with budgeting, second emergency fund, and then you look at all the rest.
Yeah.
But so ask yourself those questions, sit with a person to review. I intend that when my children are at this age, or when I get to this bed, this is what I want. Is this investment still going to serve that?
Yeah.
Is this going the way that it's did? So review where you at with your investment. And lastly, let's review where we at now with our insurances. I know we spoke about, but let's do that question. And some of the people, the listeners have made what you call use of the discounts for the financial needs analysis, and they've called us and we've done assessments of making sure that we check, are you overinsured or not, as per our previous sessions.
Yeah.
So most of the common question was, who needs life cover or who doesn't? A simple answer given. If you have kids that depend, if you have dependents, that you know if you die today, they will be destroyed without you. You need life cover. If you have huge debts,
all right,
usually big, it's usually mortgage loan or cars, you need life cover. I mean, there's various other ways. I know, and life cover is personal, so you need to find an advisor who will advise you with the exact amount for you and from which institutions, because life cover is not the same for all institutions.
Oh yes.
So basically, those are the two big things. And the things I want you to look at all the other insurance. Do you need it? And if you already have life cover, also I want you to sit down now as the last day of January and ask yourself, when last did you review? Are the amounts that you took still suffices now? When I took my life cover, I was still single. So now I have a husband, that obviously naturally those amounts will change. Then I get a child, those amounts will change. Then I buy property, those amounts will also change. So when did you last review? So have those reviews and questions. And then the other big questions were with the clients that have been coming through with us wanting to see what they straight down was funeral cover. Who needs funeral cover and what needs to cover? So I always say funeral cover is expensive. It's cheap but expensive. Cheap in the sense of the word that from a monetary amount, it looks cheap. But if you look at from a value for money and benefits, it's more expensive. So I always say, are you given the person that will be financially responsible for anyone's death? So if I die and you know that you will be the one that will be called to say YENA's funeral needs to be paid for, then you need to take funeral cover on me. But if not, then you do not.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
And so the long and short for today is, let's see where we are. Let's pinpoint our location. We are good at pinpointing with that destination, but it's important, let's pinpoint our location so we know, so we can go journey together and you know the right directions. Because if you don't know where you're at, it's as good as not having a plan and not knowing where to go, where you're going, because then you not know how, or the different routes. And from there, then you, as per the navigators, you know which options are better, or which are the various options you can use to get to our desired destinations. And then also we can have realistic goals, because the one other thing that we fail at is financial planning and wealth creation, that we set these over superfluous goals, and we don't know where we're starting, and we do certain good habits, but because we weren't realistic, we fall to we think we're failing, because they seem like they're not making a difference.
Well, yeah, no, thank you very much. Yet again, very informative. You need to know where you are before you even start embarking on the journey. The destination is important, but first know where you are and what's around you. Yeah, very important. Now, Yana, where do we find Maisha? How do we get in contact with Maisha?
You find MAISHA Financial Services on www.maishafinancialservices.co.za, and you can find us on all our social media platforms. We are at Maisha_FS or Maisha Financial Services. If you DM us, there's administrators that respond to all our DMs, or email us at admin at maishafinancialservices.co.za. And today is the last day. If you send us an email today, that's the last day you can use the discounted
Oh, yes.
financial needs analysis
All right.
plan.
No, Yana, thank you very much. We're looking forward to the month of girlfriend boyfriend allowance for my wife. To say, how do we manage that? Because my wife is
Yes,
waiting
yes,
for
yes.
her allowances. It's the last day of the month. Thank you very much for coming through, and may God bless you. There you have
Thank
it,
you, thank you.
folks. It's YENA KHUBONI of MAISHA Financial Services talking to us about our money. So, money and relationships, that's what we'll be spending the month of February dealing with. Cannot wait. Honestly, cannot wait. We're going to get Mrs. Patricia Mathabela, and she's going to be talking to us about issues of the workplace. And to get there, Pumla. Kundula, Kenya is going to take us there. Yes, yeah, let Pumla take us.